Welcome to Landria Uncut. Raw, real, and uncut. So, welcome to Landria Uncut, where I sit in my home and just talk about anything I please. Actually, my whole purpose here is to wake up humanity. Let's have the real discussions. Who cares about disclosure and what we should and shouldn't take or buy or how we should look? Let's reprogram. Well, first we need to deprogram. So, welcome to my channel because I decided I need a place to talk about the things that are most important to me that are real and raw, uncut. So, today we're going to talk about our extraterrestrials, foreign entities, aliens, UFOs, people from other planet. Are they really a threat? So I'm going to ask you to subscribe because I'm going to talk about stuff that's going to just blow your mind. And we're going to say it like it is. We're going to cut through the BS. So let's talk about that. Well, if you're a little bit older, and this is actually before my age, there was a movie, a black and white film called The Day the Earth Stood Still. I'm talking about the original, way ahead of its time. I think it was made in the 50s. What's so great about that movie is a man comes here. He's from another planet, a peaceful one. He lands and he has some protection. He's got a major dude robot that protects him from anything and can take out anybody, but doesn't unless he absolutely has to. Well, this person, this alien, this extraterrestrial from another planet, he looks just like a human. In fact, he's quite a good-looking guy, and he meets up with people, meets up this woman. She's a reporter, and the woman has a son. And they have this whole idea about these aliens and his craft that just landed in the middle of Washington, D.C., and everybody's crowded around, and the military's around, and nobody knows what's going on. There's a lot of chaos. Nobody knows who's in that craft. Of course, the military, they aren't high alert. So this man is walking around, basically getting to know humanity. Are we good? Are we evil? Well, in the end, he realizes we're really a combination of both, but we're a big threat, and that those who want good, who are peaceful, are not making as big of impact as those who are corrupt and violent. Now, if you remember, there was a robot called Gort, and this woman found out that this man is actually the alien, so they decide to come to his aid. And he said, if anything happens, you have to go to the craft and say, Gort, Klaatu Barada Necto. That means Gort's not going to take her out. And so basically that meant, help, come get me. So he got shot. What do? We always shoot things. But Gort went and got the alien and then brought him into the ship and restored his health. But here's the most interesting part, and this is what I want to remind you of. We think, oh, they are bad, they're evil, they're going to take us out. This craft shut down the entire planet's power system. In fact, no weapons could be used. They tried to use them against him, and they couldn't. I want you to really think about this because we have UAPs that are shutting down all kinds of weapon stations. All right? We're talking about nuclear. We're talking about everything you can imagine, just as a demonstration of what they can do. If they can do that, if they can deviate missiles, which they have done, shut down missiles in mid-flight, even if they were decoys, what do you think they could do if they really wanted to? They would turn the power grid off of this entire planet. They don't have to nuke us. They don't have to do anything. That's not what they do. I don't believe they're violent. I believe that they are here overseeing us because they're somehow connected to us and they want the best for us, but we're not choosing the best for us. We're not choosing the best for us. What are you doing? If we oppose one another, we're certainly not going to welcome anything that shows up on this planet that's going to give us free energy and everything else, which we have access to now, by the way. But humans, they don't share that stuff because they want to dominate the old programmed ways that keep us sick and keep us in fear and keep us controllable. That's ending. If you haven't seen my other channels, I have them listed down here because I talk about our future. I talk about predictions, and everything can be changed. Everything. Are you ready to do that? Because if aliens truly want to come down here and do some serious damage, they will not destroy us and the planet. They're not going to do damage to the planet. They're going to silently shut everything down. Heck, they can paralyze abductees. This is not a big job for them. So let's stop acting like they're a threat. We're going to be in the sky battling. Not going to happen. We will be disabled. Planes, jets won't be able to get off the ground. They won't be able to fire missiles. McFly, get a clue, right? They're so more way advanced than us, it's mind blowing. So, what happened at the end of the day the earth stood still? After his life was restored, he came out of the craft in his really cool silver jumpsuit and he addressed the people. And he said, "You are a violent species. I am here to tell you to change your ways and that you can be part, basically, of a peaceful galactic group. Neighbors, right?" It was a warning of us to change our ways to end this violence. They killed him, but his health was restored. We have these abilities too. That was probably one of the most profound movies because it's actually true. Yes, this is exactly what they can do. It's exactly what their craft looks like. It's exactly what they wear. They can look like humans, and some of them do look like humans. They are peaceful, and there are factions that are not. They don't have the authority to take us out, or they would have, because what do they care? They'd get rid of us and take over the planet by now. There are way too many peaceful beings out there that don't want to see that and will make sure that doesn't happen. So you don't have to worry about anything except for one thing: humankind. Are we going to take charge? Are we going to change our ways? Gort, Klaatu, Barada, Necto. Yeah, we're in trouble. It is in our hands, not theirs, not somebody else's, not our government, no one. It's right here. Are you ready to go into that? Are you ready to look at yourself and ask how you're contributing to the new world that is taking place right now? A huge change, a transformation that has been predicted for centuries. People like Bava Vanka, Nostradamus, even Dolores Cannon has said there will be an era of great volatility happening now, which will result in peace. Why volatility? Because the old systems must dissolve. And there will be those that are going to not like that so much, right? They don't like to lose control. But we are not of the material world. We're just visiting here. So you don't have to worry about our extraterrestrial friends. How about looking at humanity and asking yourself, what side of that are you participating on? I'll see you in the next video. I hope you'll subscribe and let's have more uncut discussions. I'll see you there.